Hey, imagine this. You're watching a monitor in a jail. A guy in the holding cell is losing his mind. He flips off the camera, screams every insult he knows, then shoves a roll of toilet paper down the drain and turns the sink on full blast. 2 minutes later, the floor is covered in 2 inches of disgusting grey water. He wants a reaction. He wants to control the whole building with his fake alpha energy. But the person watching the monitor doesn't yell back, doesn't get loud, just waits. They finally pull this guy out, sit him in the interview room, and for the first 5 minutes, he's still barking, leaning over the table, spitting profanity. The interviewer? Zero reaction. Just listens, takes a few notes, lets him flame out. 15 minutes later, the yelling stops. 20 minutes later, he can't even look the interviewer in the eye. 30 minutes later, the same man who flooded his cell with toilet water puts his head in his hands and starts crying. That story is real, and it taught me the most valuable lesson of my career. The loudest person in the room is almost always the weakest. After a decade of interviews and interrogations, I finally understood. Shouting isn't power, it's panic. The emotional brain has taken over because the logical brain ran out of moves. A fool is known by his speech, and a wise man by his silence. Pythagoras. So, if you want real respect, automatic, quiet, unshakable respect, stop fighting the volume war. Start winning the psychological one. Here are 3 battle-tested stealth moves that do exactly that. Move number 1, the pratfall effect. Ever notice that perfect, super competent people can feel distant, almost untouchable? Drop one tiny, harmless mistake on purpose, and everything changes. You suddenly become human, relatable, approachable. It tells people, I'm confident enough in my skill that I don't have to pretend I'm flawless. That tiny pratfall actually increases respect because it shows humility without weakness. Use it. Own a small slip-up gracefully and watch people lean in instead of pulling away. Move number 2. Trade I for we. This one feels weird at first because it requires a real mindset shift. Stop overusing I, me, my. Start using we, us, our. We should look at this. Let's tackle that together. Research on social hierarchy is crystal clear. Higher status, more confident people naturally use I way less. The lower status people, they use it constantly. Switching to we language instantly signals you're a team player, not a lone wolf trying to look big. People feel it subconsciously, and they start respecting you more. Move number 3, 2 seconds of silence. Super simple, ridiculously powerful. When someone shares an idea or asks your opinion, don't jump in immediately. Just pause. 2 seconds. Think. That tiny gap tells them, I actually heard you. I'm considering what you said. I'm not in a rush. Unhurried equals high status. It's universal. Bonus secret, the 4-second protocol. This one's my favorite for meetings or heated moments. If someone insults you, attacks you, or tries to rattle you, do absolutely nothing for 4 full seconds. No scowl, no huff, no preparing your comeback. Just breathe. 4 seconds feels like forever when you're in the moment. But that silence is pure dominance. It says, your words don't threaten me at all. Most of the time, the other person starts backpedaling or over-explaining before you even open your mouth.
Then, when you finally speak, do it slow and steady, calm, controlled. That's how you win without fighting. Final thought. That guy who flooded his cell with toilet water wasn't tough. He wasn't in control. He was out of options and trying to hide it with noise. Never confuse volume with value. The loudest voice isn't leading, it's reacting. Real respect comes from the quiet moves, the internal ones. Control your mind first, and the respect of everyone else will follow. If this hit home, drop a like, comment stealth below, and I'll send you the full 4-second protocol cheat sheet. I'll see you in the next one.